Well, it sounds like something George Orwell might have conjured up, but it's not 1984. It is 2022, and big tech is doing things Big Brother could not have dreamed of. It is just so creepy. Joining us now, tech expert Jessica Naziri, owner of TrustedSec, and Alex Hamerstone of Advisory Solutions at TrustedSec, which is an information security consulting company. Okay, thank you both for being with us. Jessica, I want to start with you. First thing that always gets me is you're in your house, you're talking about, like, let's say, oh, I love cheesecake. What's my favorite cheesecake? You're talking about vacation. I think I want to go to Italy. Next thing you know, you get the ads that pop up on your phone advertising those places. Jessica, are they really listening to us?
We are tracked more often and in more meaningful ways than you think. The internet is tracking virtually everything that we do, from web browsers to connected devices in our homes. Now, the thing is, it doesn't mean your data collected is at risk. The real question is, how and why is our data being collected? You know, it's our data. So really that question that you're asking me, is this really happening? It's actually happening. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's getting better and better and better. But for me, it's why is it okay to spy on your customers just because it fits in your marketing strategy? This all comes down to money.
Yeah, and it is spying. You're right. It's creepy and it's spying. And Alex, I mean, I think most people have figured out that they're sort of listening, and we now know that the ads pop up, and that's creepy enough. But there's things that we don't know about. For example, I mean, your car. Cars are so technologically advanced now. Are cars actually tracking where we're going and giving that information to someone?
Some absolutely are. It really depends on the model and how new it is and what features it has. And I think the thing is that for so many years, there was so much data, but now we're starting to, and have for a while, had the power to kind of aggregate and process all this data and create correlations and inferences. And so all the data is collected from all these different sources and used to put together these pictures of individuals. And absolutely one form is your vehicle. It knows where you are. And it's interesting because if you look back, remember when they realized that the real value of Sears was in its real estate, not necessarily its retail operations, right? And a lot of companies are trying to realize that the real value that they have and the ways to make money are in the data they possess, not necessarily their traditional or standard missions. And so companies are really trying to capitalize on that.
And so, Alex, do we have any choice? I mean, do we just sign away our rights when we buy the phone or when we buy the car and you've got this 12-page contract and you don't read the whole thing? I mean, is it buried in there and they're allowed to do this?
It can. There was a performance art project a while back where somebody printed out all the different user license agreements everybody signs in a given year. And it's tens of thousands of pages, right? No one reads all that. And so oftentimes we are agreeing to these things even if we don't know. But really, it comes down to, are we willing to trade our privacy for the convenience that a lot of these services and products provide? I mean, for me, it's, one of the oldest ones are, of course, supermarket loyalty cards. On Sunday, we had porterhouse steaks. And if I wanted half off those steaks, I had to scan my card, right? So to me, is it worth saving half the price of dinner, for them to know what I bought and be able to kind of track that? For me, yes. But in other situations, it may not be.
Ah, that's a good one. I never thought about that. So there's a secret behind those loyalty cards. It's not just so you get the discount. They're actually keeping track of what you're buying. Very interesting. Jessica, so again, we know about the ads. Okay, maybe our cars telling someone where we're going. But, I mean, this is sort of dangerous in a way, isn't it? I mean, are there parts of this that could actually put us in danger?
Well, on one end, yes, we've seen a practice which gives police access to victims' phone data, medical history, social service records, notes on their private discussions with therapists, and historic school records. So this can definitely be a way where it can just police can get information. And so we even saw ourselves during BLM. Police had access to people who were at the marches, and a lot of people found out that their data was being taken, just by police getting access to that data. So it's like, where do you draw that line?
Yeah, and we've done the AirPod stories, women getting stalked because their exes keep track of them with the AirPods. And Alex, it goes beyond, you mentioned groceries and they want to keep track of what products you buy, but They even want to know about your emotions, like if you're Googling, I'm afraid of dying, or I have a fear of flying. I mean, there's actually data out there where they want to know the feelings that you're having. Why is that?
So it can help marketers, right? I mean, it helps them determine what they want to sell to you or what services, whether it's professional services or medications, or they may create correlations and make inferences that people who, have a certain condition or certain emotions are more likely to buy a certain product. And that way they can market that product to you. There may be some more benevolent reasons, maybe so it can serve you ads, for services that can help you if you're having issues and things like that. But really, at the end of the day, it's almost always about money. People talk about data being the new oil, and organizations really, they're looking to collect this data and find ways to monetize it and, really make you the product. You are the product.
And Alex, you made a good point. I mean, is this just sort of the price that we pay for certain conveniences that we have? Because the more we're tracked, some things become more convenient because they sort of learn our methods and behaviors. But Jessica, if you're saying absolutely not, I want no part in this, are there any easy tips, Jessica, out there that we can do to sort of prevent these spies, as you called them, from watching what we're doing?
Well, when you're online,
what do we do? Tell me.
When you're on social media, I definitely say browse in incognito mode, consider a VPN, use a private search engine like DuckDuckGo. But first and foremost, just remember, anytime you download an app, we already discussed this, you're giving away your information. So you want to decline those cookies. And if you're forced to accept those cookies, just ask yourself, is this information something that I want to keep private? Do I want to accept? Do I not want to accept? And every time you do agree to something, you are giving something away. It's not free. Just like Alex just said.
Yeah, the cookies are a good one because those cookies seem like trouble. I mean, you go to these websites and they're always asking you to accept the cookies. Last question, Alex. So many of us work from home now. We've got our company computers at home that we're using. Are our companies tracking us, and what kind of information could they be using of ours?
So there's a broad range of tracking. Some of the tracking is actively looked at, and some is only looked at if there's an issue or an investigation. But, at minimum, most organizations can tell when you log on for the day and what resources you access. They need to be able to do that for security reasons and accountability. But it really has gone further, and we've, kind of read and seen about a lot of organizations that are actually starting to track what people are doing, what they're clicking on, taking screen captures. During the pandemic, when there was a big move to work from home, there were some organizations that wanted to be able to keep people on video all day so that their boss could kind of check and make sure that they're working. I think that, kind of given the current employment environment where a lot of employers are scrambling for employees, they've had a much harder time getting people to accept that type of thing. But in the future, it may become more commonplace.
Yeah, listen, I think it's creepy. I think most people think it's creepy. But Jessica and Alex, thank you for at least telling us what's sort of going on behind the scenes that we don't even realize. Thanks for coming on tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.